Here on Alder Street, a buffered bikeway runs between Broadway Street and 19th Avenue. The new bikeway on East 13th Avenue will look similar to this one. In addition to the counseling center, the Duck Nest is another place where students can seek help on campus. They have quick grab-and-go snacks, like a bag of chips or an apple. The City Council is determining whether to build its replacement here at 8th and Oak, replacing the parking structure. Looking Glass Station 7 is a shelter for runaway and homeless youth between the ages of 11 and 17. They distribute to 149 nonprofit organizations across Lane County in order to meet this goal. Deciding on a major just got more stressful for University of Oregon students. As temperatures may be rising, officials say waters are still too cold to go swimming. The American Alliance of Museums has accredited the U of O's Museum of Natural and Cultural History. LCC is facing a $10 million deficit and now plans to cut programs. A bill being discussed would discourage landlords from the ability to use no-cause evictions. If a state senator gets his way, students are going to have to know their nation's history if they want to graduate from high school. A local organization has begun a project to help vulnerable youth in Lane County. The proposed city hall is getting expensive, and not one nail has yet been pounded. The previous budget was already nearly $18 million. If the budget increase is approved, the estimated cost would rise to $25 million. The money for the increase would come from a reserve fund containing money Comcast paid out after losing a lawsuit against the city. City Councilor Alan Zelenka thinks the money should be used if the project was to go over budget.
Taking that debt portion of the city hall and using that one-time money to replace it and not go into debt over that is, I think, a prudent thing to do, and hopefully what the city council will do in the end.
Eugene hasn't had a city hall since it was closed in 2012, and the building was demolished starting in 2014. Right now, a site for the new city hall is in negotiation. The city council is determining whether to build its replacement here at 8th and Oak, replacing the parking structure. Lane County owns this piece of land across from the county courthouse, which is in negotiation to be traded with the city for the old city hall lot. Community Relations Director Jan Bowman says this would be the ideal outcome.
Both the city and the county decided that their first choice would be to exchange properties and have the city hall go on the butterfly lot.
However, the negotiation faces issues of size and value differences, as well as a deed written by Eugene Skinner declaring that the lot only be used for a county courthouse. But Zelenka says they still have a plan B to fall back on.
And if butterfly lot doesn't work, then we go back, as plan B would be, go back to the original site for the new city hall.
The city has spent almost $5 million on the project so far, and they're hoping to get the ball rolling on the project by fall 2017, aiming for a completion date of 2021.
So even though we can limp along without it for a while we figure this out and we try to get it the right way for this community, I still think it's a very important thing to do, and I think that there are a lot of people that are hoping that this scenario will be able to come about.
Bailee Mulder, Oregon News. In 2013, the University of Oregon student group LiveMove announced a plan for a two-way protected bikeway along 13th Avenue in response to new student housing downtown. LiveMove's project caught the attention of city officials and the community, including longtime Eugene residents John and Susan Miner, for a personal reason. In 2008, their son David was killed in a bicycle accident at 13th and Willamette Street. They decided to donate $150,000 to the project after hearing the plan, covering the projected cost.
This would be an opportunity for us to honor our son's memory.
That donation is what kickstarted the project, which has been named in honor of David.
I mean, it's wonderful that they're naming it the David Miner Bikeway. After his accident, I just had almost continually people calling me or coming up to me or talking to me about David and how special he was.
Now, the city is planning for the bikeway, using LiveMove's plan as a starting point. Here on Alder Street, a buffered bikeway runs between Broadway Street and 19th Avenue. The new bikeway on East 13th Avenue will look similar to this one, but the city hopes to make it protected with some sort of barrier. Transportation planner Reed Dunbar says the primary source of the $3.2 million of funding has come from the Oregon Department of Transportation.
What we'd like to do is extend that feeling of safety and comfort of the shared use path all the way through downtown and then all the way to campus. And that's what 13th is going to help provide.
LiveMove's advisor Mark Schlossberg says that the city was helpful with getting a pedal on the project.
City staff has done a great job in ushering it through public process, building support, finding money, and have really adopted it actually as one of their #1 bicycle projects in the community.
And for the parents of David Miner, it's an honor to know their son will always have a place in the Eugene community. Bailee Mulder, Oregon News.